What is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video. And today we are doing the NFL Week 15 Beast Picks. Joining me once again is the reigning 48.
That is me.
That is you. We both went 7-6, and well, the Cowboys just suck.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
Leon left. Anyways, yeah. Last week was quite an interesting week. You know, my team didn't win, but we should have won. But you guys lost and should have won too.
Yeah, I mean, the defense played like shit.
Yeah.
Defensive coordinator had a piss-poor decision. It had nothing to do with the block punt. They should have never been in that position. Bobby Babish had a horrible game play calling. That's the only thing I can say.
Yeah. But yeah, so these are the games for this week. There's no more buys. We are done with the buys for the season until the well, I guess the playoffs start too, but you get the point. But anyways, we got Thursday 8:15, Amazon, Rams, LA Rams, at 49ers, at San Francisco 49ers.
The Niners are a 2.5-point favorite.
Really?
Yes.
The Rams did. I mean,
Look what the Niners did. Niners also hung, what, 38?
Yeah, but against the Buffalo Bills, who just destroyed the Niners, I gotta go with the Rams. I'm gonna say 37-21.
Going with the Niners. Broken clock is right twice a day. And a blind squirrel gets a nut every once in a while. I still don't have faith in the Rams. Exploited a very, very bad weakness in Buffalo, which could cost them a lot this season. Say the Niners win it 30-21.
Okay. Washington Commanders at the New Orleans Saints, 1 o'clock.
Washington's a 7-point favorite.
Yeah. Commanders are winning, and they're doing really good this season. I think they win. I think they win pretty easily. Commanders, I think, will win 27-6. I think they easily beat them.
Yeah, I don't think New Orleans is good. They're probably not going to have Derek Carr.
Yeah, that's another thing too. He's out.
They barely beat the Giants.
Who aren't good either.
Give me 38-10, Washington.
All right. Kansas City Chiefs at the Cleveland Browns.
The Chiefs are a 4.5-point favorite.
Yeah, and all I gotta say is Kansas City is got to be one of the weakest, luckiest 11-1 teams in the history of the NFL, because there's no.
That's impressive because they're 12-1.
Oh, I'm sorry, 12-1. I missed one game for you. They're 12-1, and I still don't get it. I mean, they've almost lost to crappy teams. The Chargers could have beaten them, and they blew it at the end. But you know, when they've played a team like Buffalo, they got their asses kicked. So I just don't know. I don't have no faith in the Browns though, so I'm gonna say the Chiefs win, but I'm gonna give it like 20-17, and I don't know.
I wouldn't even. Yeah, I guess that would actually be
Winston. You know,
I guess that would be spot on, because I was about to say Kansas City has managed to not beat the spread for 7 straight games.
Yeah, and
so
I mean, the only possibility is the Browns somehow have beaten the Steelers and the Ravens. So could they pull up some magic this time around?
Doubtful. Then again, they did release Kadarius Toney today, so there could be the bad juju from Kadarius Toney. Unfortunately, the Chiefs, I think, are going to be close. I'm going to say it's even closer than you said. Give me 24-23, Chiefs.
All right. Cincinnati Bengals at the Tennessee Titans.
The Bengals are a 5-point favorite.
Yeah. Tennessee lost to Jacksonville. Cincinnati won Cincinnati has a great I don't think a great offense. They have a good offense, but terrible defense. But against the Titans, they should win pretty easily. I'm going to give it like 27-7 Bengals.
Yeah, I think the Titans are very, very bad. I'm going to say it's 21-14 Cincinnati.
All right. Next, we have the Miami Dolphins at the Houston Texans.
The Texans are a 2.5-point favorite.
All right. The Houston Texans. I mean, the Dolphins just barely beat the Jets. The Jets actually Jets should have won that game, and the defense screwed it up. I think the Houston Texans are a better team than the Dolphins. You said the Dolphins are Houston with the favorites?
Yeah, 2.5 points.
I think Houston do win, and they end this thing with the Dolphins' playoff hopes. I think Texans win 20-10. 20-10. Texans.
This is a shit shoot for me. This could be a pick 'em. Quite honestly, I don't trust Houston either, but I really don't trust Miami. I'm going to go with the Texans. Give me 27-21 Houston.
Next, we have the Baltimore Ravens at the New York Giants.
The Ravens are a 14.5-point favorite.
All right. Yeah. I think the Ravens win pretty easily. I think it's 31-10. Baltimore Ravens run over them. I don't think the Giants are going to do really anything.
I think Baltimore sees an opening because there's quite a few ugly losses in the AFC last week. So they do really throttle them. I'm going to agree with you there. 35-13, Baltimore.
All right. Next, we have the New York Jets at the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The Jets are a 3.5-point favorite.
Yeah, the Jets should. Well, is Aaron Rodgers playing?
As of right now, there's nothing saying he won't.
Okay.
He refuses to go take a medical test, so.
I think the Jets are going to win this game. Aaron Rodgers, assuming he plays, will probably play pretty good. Yeah, I think the Jets, assuming the defense doesn't suck again against a terrible Jacksonville offense, give me 28-9 the Jets. Aaron Rodgers, A-Rod, gets at least 2 or more touchdown passes in this game with Devontae Adams. They will be back this season because Devontae Adams has a clause in his contract where he can get out of it or he can stay, and he's only going to stay if they give him the
You're insane if you think they're going to score that many. The team's dog shit as well.
Just put up a bunch of points.
No, they did
against
not.
the Dolphins.
They hit 26. That's not a bunch. 20 to 13 maximum. The Jets are very bad. The Jaguars are not good. Yeah, Jets are going to win because the Jags are not good. But
okay, what's the score? Oh, you
20 to 13.
20 to 13. Okay. Next, we have the Dallas Cowboys at the Carolina Panthers.
The Panthers are a 2.5-point favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to beat Dallas. Dallas sucks, and
the Panthers have actually been playing well since Bryce Young came back.
Yeah, and Thielen, and it's even been better when Thielen has been giving him, more options. And hopefully Thielen has another good game.
He won't.
Oh yeah.
He won't.
Oh yeah.
He's facing one of the best nickel corners in the league. It's going to be a very, very tough game for them to open up Adam Thielen. Statistically, that's a real thing. He's facing Jordan Lewis. It's going to be a very tough game for them.
Panthers are going to win 26-14.
It's going to be a dogfight. I don't think Carolina scores that much. I'm going to say Carolina wins 20-10. Chuba Hubbard does most of the damage on the ground.
Okay. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the LA Chargers.
On to the 425s.
Yeah, oh yeah, it is. No 405s.
Chargers are a 3-point favorite.
Tough one to say. I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay. In a close one, I think it's going to be 23-20. Hard-fought game in overtime. Bucks do overcome with Baker Mayfield at the end of the overtime.
Chargers already cost me enough money. I don't have any faith in the Bucks. The Bucks almost managed to blow a game last week to the Raiders until they took out the Raiders starting quarterback. I'm going with the Chargers here. Give me the Chargers 24, the Bucks 14.
Okay. Indianapolis Colts at the Denver Broncos.
This should be way more. Broncos are a 4-point favorite.
Yeah, Broncos are going to win. I can say they're going to win. I got it 30-14. I think the Broncos easily win.
I'm going to go with 35 to 17.
Yeah, I don't trust the Colts. So.
I don't trust the Colts either, but I could see 2 bullshit garbage time touchdowns and a field goal. Denver's going to pretty well handle Indy.
All right. Next, we have the New England Patriots at the Arizona Cardinals.
The Cardinals are a 6-point favorite.
Yeah. Cardinals did look like crap last week, though. But I think they'll beat the Patriots. I don't think it's that much of a threat to them. I'm going to say it's... I'm going to give it like a bullcrap score. I'm going to say 25-16.
I mean, I definitely think it's Arizona. New England's kind of shot themselves out, and at this point, why bother trying? Like, Drake May looks good. At this point, go to the top of the draft and get either the top receiver or a top offensive lineman to protect Drake May and your assets. Don't be like the Jets. I'm going to say it's Arizona 26. New England 18.
All right. Game of the week. Buffalo Bills at the Detroit Lions.
The Lions are a 2.5-point favorite, as they probably should be right now.
I don't agree with that, but I guess because they're both obviously winning teams, it's hard to pick by. I don't see the Buffalo Bills losing a second straight game. They're going to be more hungry. They lost the game they really should have won because the defense, because special teams, they didn't. Josh Allen answered it every time he got the ball. He answered it. Helped me win my fantasy league or fantasy game. 51 points, by the way. And I think pretty much, I think that game, and assuming what he does for the rest of the season, I think he has separated himself as the league MVP. The only way I think Barkley gets it is if he beats Eric Dickerson's record, because that's how Adrian Peterson got it. He was 4 yards away or something from breaking Eric Dickerson's record. I think Josh Allen, if he keeps playing like he does, which I think he's going to come out swinging, they win. They know they're going to probably have to go for it on 4th down against Dan Campbell, which I'm sure Josh Allen is all for anyways. I think the Buffalo Bills win in a close one. It's going to be, I'm going to give it me 37-30.
I think you got to add more points. Unfortunately, that's what scares me. The biggest concern that I have is the Lions' best 3 offensive players are the 3 biggest weaknesses of Buffalo.
Also, you have to take into account if Goff throws an interception, because he might throw an interception. That could cost them too.
But you still have to look at their best receiver is Amon-Ra St. Brown. Where does he line up primarily?
The slot.
Yep, and we can't cover the slot at the moment. We've struggled all year with the slot. That has been by far our worst standings. So you've got a tick there. And then they've got 2 very good running backs. And we have struggled pretty well to cover the running back this year. If the Bills do win this one, it's going to be something absurd. I don't want to be a homer, but I think I agree with what you said. I can't see Buffalo dropping 2 straight, especially if they do want to try to keep up with KC. They got to hope KC drops 2 more games. They cannot afford to lose a 3rd or a 4th.
Well, if they want to keep the 2nd seed too.
Yes, I'm going to say 45-42 Buffalo in a shootout, because I don't have confidence right now in this defense. It's going to be a nail biter.
And we got to hope for no block punts either. that I still think that was a big thing right there in the game. Anyways, Pittsburgh Steelers at the Philadelphia Eagles. Another game of the week, really.
Eagles are a 5-point favorite.
Yeah.
Big news out of Pittsburgh.
What?
Most likely they will not have George Pickens this week.
Okay, that makes it probably easier for the Eagles. They have Barkley. Barkley did not have that great of a game last week.
Yes, he did. He had 130 yards.
Yeah, but he only had like 14 fantasy points.
It's because he didn't have a touchdown.
Yeah.
It's because they keep taking all of his goal line carries away and giving him to Jalen Hurts. But he's still at 130 yards. If you're going to tell me you have 130 yards or 14 fantasy points and it's only rushing yards, 0 receptions, 0 receiving yards, solely rushing yards, pop off Saquon.
Well, I think he'll do even better this week.
You can think that, but
I know the Steelers got a good defense, but Barkley's been
ran well against Pittsburgh. That's the one thing Pittsburgh's been very good at.
So what are you thinking? Are you thinking the Steelers?
I'm not, but I think it's gonna be a very close game. If you had a guess, out of 14 weeks this season, how many times a team has gone over 100 rushing yards on the Steelers? Can you guess how many it would be?
I think
team totals, not even just a player.
Well, I'm trying to remember who they played, but I'm thinking maybe
Twice. They allowed 156 and 110. And I believe the 156-yard game was the snow game in which
that makes
they
sense.
were gonna run the ball a ton, but
that makes sense with the Browns, yeah.
They're gonna zero in on Saquon. If everything that's being reported is correct, might be a little bit easier to defend A.J. Brown. Apparently there's a rift between A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts at the moment.
I heard about they got into a fight sometime.
However,
supposedly,
Devonta Smith is back. So you do have Devonta Smith back and healthy. That helps you with a target. Philadelphia still has a very strong defense. Pittsburgh's not going to have its top receiver. Russ Wilson has not looked great, and let's be fair, he was throwing touchdowns last week against middle school kids. I would love to see the upset and see Pittsburgh do it. I just don't see it possible. Pittsburgh's one of those teams, if you see them in the first round, I think as long as you can score enough points, you can beat them. Their offense doesn't scare me. I'm taking Philadelphia here 24-17.
I'm going to go the other side. I'm going to say the Steelers win. I'm going to say it is a close one, but I think the Steelers get it done. I'm going to say it is 28-25. I'm going to say the Steelers win in a close one, and it's going to be close, and then it's going to come down to the wire who has the ball last, and I think the Steelers will get it, and they'll wind the clock down and win. They almost lost to the Panthers last week. So they're showing some vulnerability. I think give me the Steelers on this one.
And on to the 8:20 game.
My team, which, by the way, it is the Green Bay Packers versus the Seattle Seahawks at Seattle.
Didn't you have something you were going to announce on this episode or something?
Hey, you know what? The way I see it, yeah, we didn't win, but you want to know what? We played our ass off against them.
But you don't.
We didn't buy them. And you know what? Fine. You know what? If we play them again, I think we can beat them.
Oh, whip you shit a third time? Yeah, that's real tough.
I mean,
that's the old adage. It's nearly impossible to beat a team 3 times.
Tom Brady lost to the Saints twice, and then when it counted in the playoffs, he beat him and won.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's usually the easiest thing. He would have not. You're talking with the Bucs.
Yeah, the Bucs. Yeah, when he was with the Bucs, the Saints swapped.
Regardless, I'm gonna make your day. The Packers are a 3-point favorite. I'm taking the Packers. I don't trust the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks are dog shit.
With their win last week,
I don't trust them. I don't think they're good.
By the way, if we win this game and the Falcons lose, we clinch a playoff berth.
Joke's on you. The Falcons are playing the Raiders.
Yeah.
Give me the Packers. 24-17.
Obviously, I'm picking the Packers. Jordan Love's going to get back to a good start. We got Josh Jacobs. He's beasting on the field. And we're going to go right on the 12th man with that shit hammer and take him out. Packers win. Give me 31-17. Go, Pack, go.
Ouch.
We got 2 Monday night games.
We do have 2 Monday night games.
What is with these Monday night games, double headers now? What are they doing?
NFL likes money. A battle of the NFC North.
I'm supposed to say, I like money. Mr. Crab.
I like money. A battle of the NFC North. The Chicago Bears at the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings are a 7-point favorite.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock start.
Are they both on different channels? Like one's on ESPN, the other one's gonna be like on ABC or something? Or
Yes.
yeah.
Chicago, Minnesota's ABC.
Okay. Yeah, as much as I'd rather see the Bears win here, I don't see them beating the Vikings. The Bears just look god awful. In the first half, they had like
2 yards.
Or 2 yards, yeah. They had 2 freaking yards. Which I was sending, I always seen that on NFL memes. I couldn't believe that. I was like, the 2 yards. And the guy that scored the 2 touchdowns was against my fantasy league, which I'm still pissed off about, by the way. But yeah, I don't see the Vikings winning. I don't see the Bears winning. The Vikings are probably going to easily win this game. Bears may have fired the coach, but they clearly still have a lot of problems. Nonetheless, Vikings will win probably 21-6.
Well, for other fantasy purposes, not in our league, I would love to see Sam Darnold throw 5 touchdowns again, because that sure shit helped me in a couple leagues. I do think Minnesota wins, though. Honestly, I think they're going to scorch. I think they'll put 35 points up. Give me 35 to 13.
Okay. 8:30 game for Monday night. We have the Atlanta Falcons at the Las Vegas Raiders.
The Falcons are a 5-point favorite.
Yeah, well, you know what? They officially can't win 11 games now. So your prediction is officially wrong.
It has been wrong. It's been dead and over with. They're dead to me.
But anyways, you want to know what's going to be even more dead with you? They're going to lose again.
Yeah, dude. Here's the thing. You're nuts, because as of right now, the starting quarterback for the Raiders is Desmond Ridder. Unless you're telling me it's a revenge game?
I think it's going to be a revenge. I think it's going to happen. I think the Falcons suck. I think the Falcons suck enough that they're going to lose this game to the Raiders.
I think the Falcons suck, but I think Desmond Ridder's terrible.
I think the Raiders are going to win, and it's going to be 17-10. It's going to be an ugly game, but the Raiders are going to hold on because the Falcons are terrible.
Well, don't headbutt the table.
And, Raiders win, and the Packers get in the playoffs.
No, here's the thing. I would love to tell you that I'm rooting against the Falcons because I don't want the Falcons to win, because I'm very pissed at the Falcons, but if there's one thing I don't like more than the Falcons, it's the fact that Desmond Ridder has a starting job in this league. If I could go back and erase it and change this when it comes out, if Aiden O'Connell is indeed playing, since it is just a bone bruise, I would pick the Raiders. But it seems like he's not playing. It's Desmond Ridder, and I do not trust that man. If I had to have him toss me a fire extinguisher and I was fully engulfed in flames, I'm going to stop, drop, and roll. He sucks. I'm taking the Falcons because Desmond Ridder sucks. Give me the Falcons. The way I'm talking, I feel like somebody's going to throw a cooler at my head any minute.
That already happened, though.
Yeah, and I'm talking like I did during that video. Give me the Falcons 13-10. They're barely going to win, but I don't trust Desmond Ridder worth shit.
All right, and that is the final prediction game matchup. Make sure to comment, rate if you like this video, other videos, subscribe. Also, if you're watching that on the website, make sure to go back and subscribe. Also, if you are listening to this on the Spotify, make sure to, they review
subscribe,
or like or review or follow. I don't know what's considered on Spotify, but yeah, do all that stuff. But nonetheless, also make sure Green Bay Packers. Beast recap episode. I will be recapping the Seattle game after.
I still have to go watch your recap from last week. I'm sure it was pretty funny.
You actually watched it?
No, I have to. I'm sure you had a meltdown.
It wasn't that much of
No, I had to, but I watched along on Instagram, and I can see where you peak, and you were screaming about getting touchdowns early, so I'm sure there's just the drop off. Just had to been peak.
No.
The best thing this week is that we play each other, and you've got a ton of Packers. So if I do indeed beat you, and the Packers are the reason I beat you, it's just the cherry on top.
Wait, you're talking about last week, or you're talking?
No, this upcoming week.
But you picked the Packers.
No. In our fantasy league, it's you versus me.
Oh, yeah.
You've got a bunch of Packers players on that team.
Oh, yeah. But I got a lot of other good players, too.
Yeah, okay, cool. I will let you have Josh Allen and Saquon to score 80 combined. If your Packers can't score more than fucking 30 points between the 5 of them, don't matter.
Yeah, Jaden Reed's gonna get. Jaden Reed's mad that he.
Jaden Reed's dead to me.
Jaden Reed only got 0 fantasy points. He wants more fantasy points.
Jaden Reed can be thrown off a cliff.
Jaden Reed's the boy. He's the man.
Jaden Reed went and talked all this shit to Amon-Ra St. Brown and said, just wait. And then what are we waiting for? I'm still waiting. You caught 0 passes. You bum.
They didn't throw it to him.
Because he couldn't get open.
Yeah, because they were covering him.
He's
let
a bum.
The other people get.
He's a bum. Jaden Reed is dead to me
but
also.
Yeah,
the Falcons.
Yeah, but like I said, Packers Beats recap. I'll get it up after the Seattle game is over. And yeah, you got yours.
Shout out to Kyle at Chicken Dippin'. Congratulations to him and his new wife. They just got married this past weekend. Big news. Cool news. You might be able to go again.
What?
Wingfest 2025. Back at Salem Field. It's official. It's happening. No more at the ballpark.
So it's not happening at the Bill Stadium?
Nope, it is back downtown again.
Where the Bison's play?
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh.
And I, quite honestly, I know a lot of people that work it are very happy about that.
But isn't it bigger? Did you get bigger?
It was bigger at the downtown ballpark.
But that's a smaller venue.
But it was all on the field, and it was an open field.
Oh, so
you couldn't have food on the field at the Bills Stadium, so it was only in the concourse. It was a mess.
What did they do? What did they do in the field?
Oh, you got to walk down there and just kind of look at things.
That's kind of dumb.
It was very stupid. So we're all happy. Wingfest 2025 back at Salem's. That's all I got.
And you just love spreading those wings.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it, guys. I'm BS Ultimate Goku. He's Rain 48. We're out of here. See you next week. Peace.